I'm back! Yeah, like literally a minute later. I loved this episode. I thought it was really cool and very unique. New monsters are also always exciting, but these were monsters that like you didn't know if they actually were really monsters. And from a physics nerd standpoint, the idea of like the Flatworld creatures was cool because like that's how always they explain like string theory in multiple dimensions, and I always thought that seemed really, really cool. Now we have like these 2D creatures that are trying to understand the 3D, and it was really cool. And the effects, oh my gosh, I loved the effects. Because first of all, when they were just in the wall, like they did, and especially when the people were moving, it had that strange, like your brain wanted it to be 3D because it's a person, you know a person is 3D, and when the person moves, obviously like there's 3 dimensions to it, but it's flat. So that was really cool to see. And then when they started becoming 3D, they were trying to be human, but it was like static and like flickering, like a terrible reception on the telly. And oh my gosh, it was just really cool because it was, I think, I don't remember what the thing is called, but in like cartoons and stuff, there's a line of like, there's like the really cartoony stuff, and then as it goes, it gets more and more realistic, but then there's like this drop. There's a certain gap where it looks so almost too realistic for our brains to handle, and then it like, our brain kind of like rejects it as being human. It was getting close to that line, which I really liked because like it looked human, but it just looked wrong. It was really cool to me. I loved it. Plus the fact that they were like in the walls and like that mural that like it looked like a garden and whatnot. No, that's a nervous system. That was so cool. I loved it. So exciting. And then even the first one that you saw, like the person got sucked in there, but like you couldn't see it until you came on just the angle. And then you could see the person. That was cool because that just reminded me of the Ambassador painting that's in the National Gallery because, you know, schoolwork infiltrates your life. But anyways, it was really cool and I loved it. And then the train that got smashed. Okay, if you can't tell, I loved the graphics in this. Plus, it was kind of funny that it took the Doctor so long to recognize that the different like dimensional aspects because, yeah, you live in multiple dimensions. Your TARDIS is multiple dimensions, and you're having problems understanding the 2-dimensional creatures. I thought that was kind of funny. Not to mention the whole Doctor being stuck in the TARDIS and like the hand coming out of the that was funny. Clara, I agree, did kind of a disturbingly good job at being the Doctor, and it was while watching the extras that I realized kind of more what they're trying to say in this episode is that Clara's picking up on like what she thinks sort of like the main things about like being the Doctor is, but it's not necessarily the things that the Doctor is most proud of. Like, yeah, he lies a lot and Clara's seeing is that something is being important, but he doesn't want that to be the important thing. He, you know, lies kind of because he feels like he has to. So I think that's interesting how we'll, you know, get more exploring of the Doctor's character then, because Clara is sort of being like a mirror to him in a way and trying to reflect back what she sees, which means the Doctor is seeing himself more. So that could be interesting because that'll leave both changes for her as she kind of like tries to be more like him, but also changes for him, like similar with Rose and Nine. How, I mean, he is kind of still in a war against the universe, but he's not like a king leading his knights into battle anymore. It's different, and he has to kind of break out of that. But he does still have that ability to give great epic speeches, like at the end when he came strolling out of the TARDIS. That was very cool. And who the hell is Missy? I was enjoying these last couple episodes without her. Now, if you have any theories on Missy, leave them down in the comments below. I would love to hear them. I had some theories. Now I don't know what to think anymore. I'm a bit annoyed. Anyways, I will see you guys next week. Alonzi.